evening, everybody. Oh, hope that you are well. Busy day today. I've been all over the place, mixing work and other sorts of bits and pieces as well. And then just spent a few hours lugging turf around in the garden. We're actually digging turf up out of the garden, which was laid about 4 weeks ago, and then moving it out the front and laying it out the front. And getting rid of some turf out the front that had died. And oh, yeah, then sat down for an hour. Didn't want to get up. But there we go. I hope that you've all had as good and as productive day. The rain has stayed away, but I'm hoping it's going to rain a bit now, to rain on the grass out the front, which will be rather nice. But we shall see. Eagle's in. P1 for Eagle. Welcome. Rita's in as well. Hello, Mitchell. Hello, everybody. And Vessel. Grenster is in. Good evening to you too. We have now got the new livery on the BMW Endurance. Thank you to Rita for doing that. So we've got the PSR TC SRL livery on both the Sport Sprint and the Endurance cars now. I think that Rita's just working on hers at the moment, but it does look absolutely gorgeous. It really does look nice. So I have downloaded it and put it on my car exactly as it was created. But we're not going to be running that tonight. I bought a brand new world, so that comes down to miles. And we will be keeping that one for when we get into the actual racing with Hulky in a few weeks' time. End of August, that one's happening. I have got another race that's going to be going on before that, though. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up the lobby. Just a little bit behind time. Hello, Zach. Welcome. We'll open up the lobby. We're going to be doing a Gr.4 race, first of all, and then we'll be doing the Gr.3s. The Gr.3s, I need to put into practice what I was learning last night by watching Jack Kobe, one of his replays. But before we do that, we are going to be heading off to Autodrome Largio Maggiore in the Gr.4s. So we're starting off with the Gr.4. Why are we doing this one? Because in a little over a week's time, I will be joining Rita and everybody at TCSRL for the first of a sort of small championship or league, not even championship. I think it's a league. I need to read up on this a little bit more. Gracie says, should we start with public? Just a thought. I'm going to see how many people jump in. But yeah, so I need to get to grips with this. I also am not sure which car I'm going to be using for these. I think it's probably going to be the Genesis. So we'll jump into that one right now. And we'll just see how we go. And with this one, I'm going to try and get this one underway at 10 past as usual. We've got 4 races to run. Whether I'm going to get through all 4 races tonight, I'm going to be honest with you, I don't know. I am as stiff, as achy as you get him. I'm just so stiff and achy. I was dozing downstairs watching the Ozzy Osbourne thing on the TV, and I was struggling to stay awake as much as I wanted to watch it. I'm getting too old for all of this lugging stuff around. Grenster says if they're bringing BOP update, which I hope they do, G70 will most likely lose a lot of power or gain a lot of weight. I agree. New update tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. New update tomorrow. What are they going to do to us? Are we going to have to relearn which cars to use? Are we going to have to relearn physics? I'm not a great fan of all of these updates. There's a new GTR coming. The legendary GTR, I understand. And a couple of other cars that really don't do very much for me at all, I'm afraid. So we'll see. But it'd be quite interesting. And another other thing that's quite interesting is I just like the Genesis in general. So even if the Genesis does get nerfed a little bit, it could still be one of my go-to cars. Unless, of course, maybe the BMW M4, the Aston Martin get a bit of a boost. That could change things as well. Rita says they're gonna make the endurance the meta car. Oh, I hope so. Do you know, wouldn't it be funny if they nerfed the endurance and make the sprint the meta car? Wouldn't that just kick us in the teeth? That would be very, very interesting. Zach, the best. What we'll do is we'll have a look and see how you're going actually in the race. Because I think if I follow you around at the moment, then it's probably going to be fine. That wasn't what I wanted to do at all. Exit out there. So if I'm just following you, you're probably going to be fine. It'll only be once we actually get on track, and several of us are racing all together, that we will find. We shall have to see. I mean, at the moment, that looks absolutely fine, but it's only in spectate mode. And I'm not overly quick around here, so whether I'm going to be staying with you guys or whether you're going to be going away from me, really don't know. So we're going to be doing the Genesis tonight. And tomorrow we'll have a look and see how the Genesis stacks up, and we'll have to have a little look and see what the score is with regards to these cars. We've got 4 minutes to run, so I'm just going to dive out on the track. At the moment, my view number has died on Stream Elements for some reason. Was working last night, not working today. And annoyingly, right before the stream, I decided to start playing around with a few things and could well have broken it. So I can't see how many people are watching tonight. I could be talking to myself. Who knows? Maybe that's a good thing. I don't know. Who knows, who knows, who knows? Spent quite a bit of time watching Jack Kobe's replay last night, and want to start trying to put some of the things into practice that we saw last night. In particular, when we do get up into the BMW M6 and the Gr.3 races. Let's see how we go. In my arms already. Richard, we may well need to. I could do that. We can easily shut it down. There's only going to be 4 or 5 of us in. We can go public and see what happens. Changed a lot of stuff at PSR recently, and it's going to result in a few people getting the hump and moving away, I'm afraid. Fortunately, whoa. Wow, that was just caught the grass there. And around that went hard and fast. There are a lot racing in Jack's Drap Fury's Cup. Let's just pop out of here. We're going to go public. I'm looking forward to watching that later on. Right, let's just exit out of there. gonna very much looking forward to watching that a little bit later on. So create new room, load settings, load that one, and we're going to go public. Create a room. So yeah, he's running truck racing. I couldn't get the tune sorted out. I tried and tried, struggled, and in the end I gave up and just sort of said, look, give my place to somebody else that can actually race proper, because otherwise I was just going to be running around at the back and it was going to be hopeless. And I do get a bit frustrated with tuned races anyway. So hopefully it's going well. I think he was pretty much completely sold out on that one. A lot of interest, which was good. So yeah, it will be interesting to see how we go. A few people have said, you know, on the day that Drac is running those, go public. No worries, Zach. We'll see you in a little while. We'll see you in a little while. So what I'm going to do now then, I was just interested to see who was going to be jumping in. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go for the qualifier at 1/4 now. And we'll see who we get in the room. So fully public for the rest of the night. Just bear in mind, guys, I can't enforce PSR rules this evening if we have got a public lobby. But those of you that are my regulars, so Grenster, Richard, Ollie, Rita, if you find that somebody in here is bumping people off or just causing mayhem, then let me know and we will kick them out. We seem to notoriously get D and E ranked racers. Some of them are great, some of them are quite good, others less so. So just bear that one in mind, please. Right, I've got 3 minutes. I'm going to get out on track. Don't expect to be overly quick tonight. I'm really just out just to enjoy myself this evening. Quite a lot going on in the community and the wider community at the moment. We've got TCSRL about to start their moonshine races, which I'm going to be joining on the 29th, I think the first one is. We've got Gr.4 running the trucks tonight, and then towards, I think he's got a few weeks, Rose running. And then we've got Hulky is going to be running the GT series, which is Gr.3 based, at the end of August. That one is filling up as well. I think there was a couple of team slots left, one of which I think has been taken this afternoon by a couple of guys that are going to be running the McLarens. So that's looking like a popular series too. I'm still offering up my little lobbies. Those people that just want to do some jumping in, jumping out, racing. Well, we are 1/4. It's going to be a quiet one. There's just Grenster, Richard, me, Ollie and Rita. We had a couple of people that jumped in to take a look. Didn't like the look of it. Jumped out. Probably saw a couple of A's in here and went, whoa, they're too good for me, and jumped out. We shall see. And although we got a couple of C rank racers in here, they're not C rank racers. No, they're quick. So we'll see how we go. Right, so we've got 5-minute qualifier. Probably a very short qualifier for this particular race. It's a long track, this one. So I wouldn't be surprised if we're just getting an out and a flyer. That's an out lap and the flyer lap. We've already learned. Keep the wheels off the grass. Watching the video of one of the quick guys later on around here. It's not a track that I run very often. Need to be looking at gears, braking points and the like. I'm not doing that. The TCSRL guys are very quick. I'll do what I can do, but I'm not expecting to be doing overly well. Just going to enjoy the experience in somebody else's lobby, running in somebody else's league. Just see how things go. With a whole group of new racers that probably don't know me, I don't know them. It's going to be quite an interesting process. We did do a PCSRL versus PSR night. I raced with a few of them, and they were very respectful, very good racers. We had a thoroughly enjoyable evening. In a long race. We are looking to redo that at some point when I can get my act together. Or why give me a track limit for that when I was all over the place? And now I'm not going to be able to get an out lap done. I'm not going to be able to get a good lap done because that's going to wreck this one and it's going to wreck the next. Well, never mind. Here's what it is. Start from the back. Just try and stay with people. Richard's got a half second as well. That's going to destroy both of our qualifying times. Grent's is a 2072. I'm sitting at 209. Once again, we are a couple of seconds off the pace. This one we will almost definitely be serving the penalty on, so this isn't really going to count. Brake earlier for that one. We will not be getting another lap in. I've got only 2 cars behind me. Stay well out of the way. Far enough back at the moment. Nice track this, but we've got to watch those penalties. At least 2 of us got caught out on that. So third, it looks like it is taken one of my times, all bumped down to 4th. I'm behind Rita by 0.3 of a second. Grenster and Ollie out front, and I'm expecting Richard to jump into probably. Oh, he didn't set a time. Okay, right. Okay, so we've just got Grenster, Ollie, Rita, me, and Richard Source. I am imagining that we will have a few people jumping in and out of the lobby while we're racing, so hopefully we won't get too many distractions. And oh, Jack, we needed you in this one. Needed you in this one, so I could have saved your replay, but never mind. Not to worry, not to worry, not to worry. Right, let's concentrate, see what we can do. Oh no, we're off. Oh no, I'm on the grass. The gravel again. Did it perfectly during the quali. Now we've got to go and catch up. They are. A little way down the track. See what we can do whilst they're back there. Again. We're going to pay the penalty. Well, again. Seek out some braking zones around this one. This one is the black box. Turning on the end of the curb. Keep turning. This one is at the beginning of the curb. Up the inside there. The inside there. Annoying. I hate using the shadows. Today I'm using the shadows there. Don't normally use shadows because I have a habit of disappearing. I will need to find a braking point there. This one, haven't really got one. The black line along the curb and then turn in at the end of the curb. This one used to be the photographer, but I'm overshooting. So I'm braking a little bit before then. This one coming up is the one that's catching me. Again, too wide. Too wide, so late on the power. Which it is 4.5 seconds ahead at the moment. Which is going to be way too much to catch up. Just realised that Rita's behind me. I thought she was the front. So sorry for leaving Rita running from behind. That's the one that you really got to get to grips with, because then you get it right, it can really set you up for this little section. You can carry a lot of speed all the way through here. You've got to get a good run in. Richard's going slow. Himself up another penalty. Not serving it right there though. I am going to need to ask Rita about the track limits for this, because I was reading through the rules on the SRL website, and I'm really pleased because they say that you've got to stay within the white lines. But on that corner back there, everybody gives it a dull cut. I'm not sure how that's going to be handled and policed in the race. I'm not going to lie, it's one of those cuts that I'm used to doing. But it could well be in the actual race deemed illegal. Could wind up losing all of my points if I break the rules, rightly so. I just need to, when I get round there, I'll tell you what I mean. See, this is one where you can get right on the edge. Ooh. There again, a lot of people go right over the edge of the track there, over the white line. There's a number of places in this particular on this particular track where people are right over the line. If I've read the rules correctly, that is frowned upon. Which, as I said, I completely agree. Don't like the way that Gran Turismo invites you to corners with all four wheels off the track. She's got a penalty there to serve. This one here, so black box, hard on the brakes, and then you can really cut this right off the track. And that is how to take that corner. But I think it's illegal, even though the game says no, it's fine. To see what the TCSRL guys do about that corner on the day. We'll seek some advice from Rick beforehand. What I'll do. Oh no, we've got a half second. just handed the place back to Richard. Oh, I can't believe I got a half-second penalty there. That will drop me back down to 4th. Ah, not good, not good, not good. But there we go. That is the way the cookie crumbles. Oh, Ollie got a 1 second too, but that didn't lose him a place. Mine did lose me a place. I would have come across the 3rd place. So yeah, track limits. Got to be watching those track limits. Right, let's save the replay. I'm going to put my fan on in a minute. It's already getting warm in here. And we'll have a look and see how we did. Not quite sure how Rita... she must have had an incident with... at some point. Unfortunately, I didn't see where it was. So when I looked up, I didn't realise that Rita was behind me. I thought she was in front. So, Grenster was your winner with a 2:06.9. Ollie just 2.3 seconds behind in second, but with the fastest lap, a 2:06.8. So well done to you two. Richard did get that 3rd place back with a 2:08.9. I getting the 1 second penalty for the half-second, which then gets doubled because obviously you can't serve it, in 4th with a 2:08.3, and then Rita in 5th. Good race, that one. I enjoyed that. Very, very, very much enjoyed that. Right, okay, so now we get into Hulky's races now. So it's just changed the event settings. Well, not necessarily Hulky's races because the timings and everything are different. The tyre and fuel will be different. So it's just getting used to the car and the track. But we're off to Brands Hatch in the Gr.3s now. So yeah, it was a Project Cars 2 rule, but it's hard to police on GT7s. So we go with track limits, but I do like people to overtake on track, not half on, half off on ovals. No overtaking under the white line. That's cool. Yeah, I wasn't sure about that that particular corner. Because a lot of people just get a hold of their car off the track, and I don't want to be taking liberties. So good to know that we'll be working with GT7 rules on that. It does make it easier for the host. What time am I starting, Jack? I'm going to start this one at 1:45. So 45. So 5 minutes. Peter's just saying we have to trust the track limit penalties. Exactly. We've also got to learn them, so we don't keep overshooting them too. Jack Kobe's just doing his washing. Can you wash my car while you're there, mate? I pulled down the new livery that Rita's done for the endurance car. It's beautiful. Saving that one for the actual tournament though. Rita's just asking if Jack does ironing as well. If he does, I think he might have just got himself a job by the sound of things. There we go. If so, how much do you charge? I knew that was coming. This is a very interesting track for GR3s. I'm used to running Gr.4s around here, and this is such a quick track for the Gr.3s. It's like each lap goes by so fast. Whoa. Right, we need some practice here, guys. Jack Kobe said yesterday, using second gear, but you've got to be a little bit careful how the throttle goes down. Particularly like the curves, this car. Even getting rear wheel spin in fourth gear. These corners. See where we're at. So we got Jack Kobe's in, Grenster, Richard, me, Putty, Yez, Zach Vroom, Tuzia, Ollie and Rita. Let's get this one underway and we'll see what happens here. As you've seen there, just need to be, I'm a little bit too aggressive on the throttle in second and third, so just need to rein that in a little bit, but need to use second and third. Jack Kobe is probably going to be using first for a few of the corners, and Jack is stonkingly fast around this track, so this will be one to watch. Coda, what are you doing? No, leave them alone. Hogs. What are you doing, dog? Oh, I'm gonna have to disappear. Hold on a second. No! Will you just... Oh. Why did Joe leave this in here? Say, excuse me guys, I'm gonna have to just mind out of the way. Leave it alone. No. Well, it isn't all of your clothes bag again. While I'm trying to race. It's ripping it all apart, putting all the clothes out to lay on. Sorry about that, guys. I'm not going to get to qualify now, but there we go. You do. 5th. Grenster's trying to survive the BRZ. I actually quite like the BRZ. I quite like that car. It's a car you really want to drive if you want to practice gear and throttle management. We've got a good old mix of cars in here though. We've got the Huracan, BRZ, McLaren, B12 Vantage, we've got a few Endurances, a Genesis X, Citroen. I think a Genesis X is a really quick GR3 car now. Yeah, be interesting to see how Grenster gets on with the BRZ. Hopefully he won't spin it, keep it going in the right direction. And Grenster says 0.01 seconds to Dazak by a hair margin. That is very, very, very close indeed. But that BRZ is a brute. It is a flyer. It does fly. Right, so we got Zach Vroom, Grenster, Ollie, Richard, me, Tazia, Putiers, Rita, Jack, and Harrison didn't quite make the cut, I don't think. But let's get going and see what we can do. Jack Kobe coming through from the back of the grid. We'll see how we go. Yeah, Grenster is just how far you are prepared to push that car before it's typical Subaru. It sticks until it lets go, and then it lets go in the biggest possible way. Right, here we go. Good luck, everybody. Another long hold. Okay, great, get away on that one. Oh, gone too deep. Whoa. Dropped it already. I'll watch these tyres, I think, until they get into the zone. Slow down into that corner. I thought that using second would give me a bit more rotation. Oh. I'm trying to use second gear and it's biting me a lot. Second gear. Good evening, Jonesy. Good evening, HG. Oh, that was interesting. It's dropping back to my normal gearing. I was a little bit quicker. But it'll be very interesting to watch Jack on that one. Very, very interesting. Right, let's just let's save the replay. I can have a nose at that one later on. The corner exits are back. Did they ever go away? Did they ever go away? I just got to check on what Coda's up to Bear me a second. Okay. Oh. Oh, Jack's corner exits. He's a demon around here. It's just so quick. Zach Vroom was your winner though with a 124.1. Jack Kobe in second with a 123.4, showing me how it's done in that endurance. Ollie in third with a 124.8. Rita in 5/4. Tazia in 5th. Grenster 6th. I got 7th. And Putiez in 8th. So your top three, Zach, Jack, and Ollie. Well done to you guys. Right, so we go from a track that we are normally good at, except we managed to spin it. Gotta stop spinning it. That is the key thing. Must stop spinning it. But I was trying to use second and third gear a little bit more. Normally I'd use sort of third and fourth. So it's going to be very, very interesting to drop back into the replay and see how Jack approached that one. Zach's just asking if he was lagging. Unfortunately, my friend, I was nowhere near you to tell. I couldn't even get close to you. HG says, yo, I'm SRR, so looking forward to the next race. And Jack Kobe's just confirming that Zach looked to be good. I think we've got a glitched lobby. The room is being prepared, but I am not seeing very much going on at the moment. Oh, there we go. We're in. Right, say that. It's not, is it? It's glitched. We're in. Okay, that's cool. That's good. Right, let's just get out on track. Oh, no, better just tell everybody when we're starting, hadn't I? I'm going to start this one. I'm going to do this one at 1:15, I think. So I've got a few more minutes than normal, just to see if anybody else does jump in. Jack, I haven't seen it yet. Joe and I gave up our cinema tickets when we moved. So we're going to be waiting till it comes out on Sky or whatever. Already. Another one. I thought Zach was going to give us a chance then, coming out on wet tyres. Good evening, Danny. Really annoying. I seem to be doing okay in the practice in this car. As soon as we're in a race, just spinning it. Right, 3 minutes and we'll be going. Just over a minute, guys. Just over 1 minute. Spinning it round too much again at the moment. Gonna have to keep working harder. Going to have to keep working harder, I think. Right, where are we? Just under a minute to run. Little bits of my tea, and then we'll be ready to rumble. Right, let's get into this one. Right, we've got Jack Kobe, Grenster, me, SRR Harrison, Zach Vroom, Jonesy, Ollie, and Rita. Let's see what we can do. Very interesting watching Jack there. Again, using first and second a lot more than I am. Do you understand why he's going for lower gears and higher gears? So you're on the same page as his transmission. I'm assuming it's for rotation and getting the speed out of the corners. So when I try and do what jazz in it, go for one more lap. Stays in fifth. Holds first until we come out here. I'm on the same page as his transmission. Not sure that I understand that statement, but I'll have to think about that in a minute. Third. Do you understand why he goes for lower gears and higher gears? That you're on the same page as his transmission. We might need to explain that. Looks like we've lost Zach, unfortunately. Ollie's leading the way, Grant's to second. I'm third at the moment. Jonesy's fourth. Harrison's fifth. Rita's sixth. Jack Kobe's seventh at the moment. Try first gear at the first tight chicane, but if that's too react, he'll keep it in second. I'm trying first for that one. For anyone wanting to do this down up gear thing, do it whilst just cruising around the track at 80% to get used to it. It takes some getting used to, because the problem is if you, what I'm finding is if you come up to second gear and you're accelerating hard, the car will go around. We've got Ollie's going to be leading Gr.4 away, and then I'm in third, Jonesy fourth, Harrison fifth, Rita sixth, Jack Kobe starting at the back at the moment. Only 7 of us in here. It's a quiet one tonight. Let's keep quiet, see how it goes. Treat this like a proper race. Probably means I'm going to crash. That was a bit defeatist, a bit negative. Come on, we can do this. We can do this. Oh, I got a whack. Just at the wrong time. Our second extended ollie. I was alright through there. Seconds to Grandster, 4.5 to Jack. all going to change anyway. It's got a penalty coming up. Deep into that one. .2 to Grenston now. I've still got that penalty to serve. Fourth in the past chicane's third sector. I did actually try fourth a moment ago and I overshot. We tried. Just pushing a bit too much through there. But that was good because on the last lap I pushed a little bit more than I did in the earlier lap and then I hit the limit. So sometimes you've got to find the limit to know to back off just a little bit. So I was despite the spin, that was okay. Good night, HG. Thank you for racing with us. I think I've got one more and then we'll be calling at night myself actually because my arms feel like lead weights and my head is banging and I'm just about ready to fall asleep, if I'm honest. HG drives his BMW all the time at the limit. Maybe a good idea, maybe not. So, are you going through a scurry in third, then early upshift to fourth, so rear doesn't slide? I'm going to have to check that. I'm going to have to check on that. Jack Kobe was the winner with a 149.1. Renster in second with a 149.5 and Ollie in third with a 149.8. Harrison in 4th, Jonesy 5th, I got 6th, and Rita in 7th for that one. I should have gone better. Your top 3, by the way, Jacoby, Grenster and Ollie. Congratulations to you 3. Should have been further up the order, but we were pushing it and got into a bit of a mistake. So we're at Spa. I am going to just go straight into this one. I'm not going to worry about quali for this one. The game will decide who is starting where. And we'll be starting this one at .40. Whew. Farinell can't for the life of me figure out how to do a sub 150 time in Monza. Pretty frustrating. I can imagine. Right, we got everybody is pretty much ready to go. We've got Jacoby, Grenster, Stexo, me, Jonesy, Ollie and Rita. Can I keep it going in the right direction this time without dropping it? Second sector, try to remember to upshift if corner feels unstable. I'm experimenting tonight at that moment on this thing where Jacoby was going down an extra gear and then going up mid corner, and I've been experimenting with that a little bit, but occasionally I forget and I come out of the corner in the lower gear, apply the throttle, and round the back end goes. So it's just, it's conditioning, it's habit, it's getting it into my head. Ollie doesn't want to jinx it, but he's finished on the podium in every race tonight. Well, congratulations, my friend. Top step this one. Top step, Ollie, for this one, I think. Right, let's get going. We'll see how we go. Although I've had a couple of incidents, I'm relatively pleased tonight because I ache all over. Spent a lot of time lugging turf around in the garden today and or this evening, and I am really tired, really achy. What you don't know is just before the stream I was watching TV, trying to stay awake, and I was just falling asleep downstairs. So I have strict instructions from the missus on early night tonight, not staying up till midnight, and to be quite honest, I think I need it. Right, let's tuck in behind the guy that's going for the podium. Ooh. I think I just jumped across the curb there. A bit unsighted. I did. It's the only thing where you're unsighted through there. corner to watch. Grenster got such bad drive for me out of there. This time we'll hit a rouge properly. Grenster says first gear. First gear for what? I can't remember what I was talking about there. I don't know if you're talking while you're racing. Oh. Over 218, one up 222. I think Grenster means he was coming out of that corner first. Cut that again. Yeah, I did. Oh, Grenster with a rare mistake. I'll be behind. Just keep holding my line here. Teammate behind me now. Ollie's made it onto the podium again. I've got 3 laps to find 6 seconds to spoil the party. actually going away from me anyway, so I'm not going to be spoiling any parties. Front are flying. I'm saying I've got this. Okay, maybe not. Not with the likes of Jack Kobe and Ollie in the room, and that Stexo guy or girl, whoever they are very quick too. So there's three very quick guys up front. I'm going to do what I can. Better to run through there rather than use a little bit of acceleration. Could have been a little bit more positive, a little bit more confident out that corner. Look at Ollie now, 9 seconds ahead of me. They're so quick. I know how they're so quick, they're good racers. Remind myself I'm in a lobby with some very quick guys and I'm only average. Slowing down a little bit more for some of these corners. Just slide in a little bit. Now an LG race. Gwen's still behind me now. Right, I've got to concentrate big time keeping behind. I want this 4th position. It's a little bit close to the track limit there. We get away with it. Looks like we might have done. Can't do anything about Ollie. Can I keep one of the other really quick guys behind me? God, he's 11.5 seconds ahead now. I'm heading off for one more race after this. Oh, that was close. Oh. Oh, Gr.4 got so close on the line. Not in GT7, no PlayStation. Oh, runs. It's tough. That Stexo guy is quick. First gear is so powerful. I need to be using first, out of the first corner. Definitely don't want to be using first gear. Woohoo, the fellow Australian one. Okay, we'll gloss over that very quickly. That didn't happen. That didn't happen. Right, I'm going to do a Nordschleifer just to mix things up. We're in Europe after all today. And then that will be me done. 0.25 away from fastest lap. Ollie, I was pushing hard to make a gap between us, Mitch. Oh, you made the gap. Oh, boy, you made the gap. All I could see was the gap getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And I could see Gr.4 getting closer and closer and closer. It's like, no, I can't catch the guy in front. The guy in front's catching me. It's like, oh. And then Gr.4 and I were a gnat's whisker on the line. Really, really close. So Stexo was your winner. In the Lancia Revolution, 2:19.8. Jack Kobe with the fastest lap at 2:18.8. In second, Ollie third with a 2:18.9. I managed to claim fourth. Gr.4 just holding in behind by 1/10, well, less than 1/10 of a second. It's half of 1/10 of a second between the two of us in fifth, and Rita in sixth, and Jonesy in seventh on that one. So Stexo, Jack Kobe, and Ollie, your top three. Right, I was going to call it a day, but I'm just going to do one more race. We're going to go for the full beans, one single lap around here. Got somebody joining. It won't let me do it. Let me just save. There we go. Jack Kobe says it's a great replay to watch if you have time. Gr.4 says, I'm telling you, a different kind of adrenaline hits you when you spin and want to catch up. Well, I spin and want to catch up, but I certainly don't. The adrenaline doesn't help me at all. So this is going to be the last one. Ollie wants to see us overtaken Gr.4 on lap 1. Might have been a bit of a push. I'm not sure. Gr.4 saying he didn't even notice. Yeah, I'm going to run this race and then I'm going to call it a night because I would love to go through the replay. I am so tired. I will probably end up falling asleep. Oh, talk about being achy. I'll definitely be looking at the replays over the next day or two. Definitely. So we've got Jack Kobe, Gr.4, Stexo, me, Jonesy, Ollie, and Rita. Let's get this one underway. Last one for tonight. Just one lap. So we're doing the whole of this. So we've got the Gr.3 track to set some gaps, and then the dreaded Nordschleifer to get through those corners in one piece. Do please ask anything from Drac or me. That is absolutely. I know that Rita's looking at the replays as well. So we were looking for ghosts, but not sure if we can get ghosts other than in the daily races. This is all a bit bunched up. On the inside of me. It is the coaster. Oh, I've just caused complete mayhem. Sorry, Stexo. I've just waited for two of the fastest drivers on the track. Are you going to see it? Oh, don't look at the chat, Mitch. When you're trying to do the Nordschleifer. There's going to be one heck of a race in front of me in a minute. Come on the grass. Oh. Woo. Wow. Thank you, Gr.3, for the like. I appreciate that. Thank you. Oh, and Gren's is just saying, please do ask anything from Jack or me that may raise questions or thoughts. I certainly will do. Certainly will do. Oh, I think so. I really need to send an apology for the bump. It's one of the first things I need to do. I think I might have done, Jack. I think I might have done. I think it was all on me. I had a slight sort of panic of the top two races being so close. And I was thinking, oh no, what am I going to do here? I'm going to crash. I'm done for racing. Yeah, I'm ache all over, my friend. I ache all over. Yeah, even my hands are hurting. So I am going to call it a night now. Gren still was your winner. Ollie in second, Rita third, Jonesy fourth. I got fifth, Stexo sixth, and Jack Kobe seventh. But there was a bump. Should we go and have a look at them? Let's have a quick look at my error, and then we might have a quick look at the Spa race. Grester says he's well done, not medium plus. Oh, I tell you what, if I was a pizza, I'd probably be on fire right now. I'll be that much done. What you guys don't know is I was done before I even started. For those of you that are just tuning in, I was lugging a load, well, digging up a load of turf, so skimming it off the top, rolling it up, taking it out the front, laying it next on the next door's bit, and then laying it, and I was cream crackered. I'm going to, Jack, definitely going to look at Spa. Spa looked good. So this is the start of the Nürburgring. We've got Grenster goes off to one side. Then I've got Jonesy came through, which sort of unsettled me a little bit. And I was thinking, oh no, I'm in the middle of a sandwich here. So I jumped out of that. But then I got Ollie and Stexo either side. Ollie went off one side. And then we got, where are we? Here we are. I'm here. Jack coming through on the inside here. So I'm trying to stay out to the side. I then thought I'll tuck in behind, and then this one I got on the dirt a little bit there, late on the brakes, and yeah, not clever. All on me. All on me. It just came through here. So at this point I thought I'd jump in behind Jack, but then I got a wheel out on the dirt there, and I just broke late. See, they're braking, and I don't think I'm even braking here. Let's just put some info on. See, I'm not even braking. I'm still on the accelerator. And at this point, I'm on the brake. And we've got Jack. He's just going down the inside. Actually, I think... Oh, I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know. That's really interesting. I'm pretty sure I hit you. I think netcode. Even if I didn't, netcode would have hit you. That was all on me. And that was why I did the right thing and just I pulled over here. I thought Jack can either go around me and carry on or wait. And obviously we just waited for Stexo. So sorry guys, all on me. All on me, that one. I know what it was. It was, oh my gosh, we got the two quick guys here. I need to try and stay with them, and just panic setting. Just panic. What I should have done is to have just settled down and just relaxed. And again, it's right at the beginning of the race. So what is the point in being a complete numpty and going for that? I should have just stayed behind Jack Cody. That's what I should have done. But there we go. Right, so Jack is going to pull over. We all go tanking through, and we'll just ride on board with Jack. Actually, let's go proper on board. Let's go proper on board. And let's just go back. I didn't realise this. There we go. I do recommend you watch how much time you lose in the bus stop versus me on lap 5 and 6. The bus stop in Daytona. Which race, Brenster? Oh, two into one there. I had a bird's eye view of that. It's a beautiful move, that was. Now I tried to follow you through there, but couldn't quite do it. Look at that. Two together. I thought I got the inside, but Jack Kobe was there as well. Jack just picks every little slot to get into. Door open, he's gone through following Ollie. See, I should have been following Ollie, and Jack wouldn't have been able to get through. Just enjoy that again. I go wide. Position his car beautifully, and then doors open, through he goes. Does it? Yeah, no worries. Whoa, Ollie's getting a little bit deep into that corner. I'm enjoying the row livery though. Oh, look at this. Run. Oh, Jack Astor just tuck in behind there. I'm just a little way back, got a penalty. Just trying to chivvy Ollie along to catch up with Dexo up front. Oh, he almost had a move there, but Ollie moved over. This is what I've got to learn to do, is follow people through, not go for all those silly moves. I hadn't gone for the silly move at the nerves. Oh, Ollie with a big old slide there. Slipped Jack Kobe through. Yeah, if I just thought about it and followed Jack Kobe through that corner, could have been a whole different story at the nerves. I wouldn't have destroyed 3 races. Oh, look at the speed that Jack Kobe gets off of that corner. Wow. Through we go. Flat, of course. And then it's down to Jack on Stexo. We got Jonesy dived into the pits there, changed to the soft tyres, he's on mediums. Just trying to watch the gear changes as well. It's the first for this, I only ever do second through there. Ollie, I'm glad that you said that, because my car on colder tyres has been felt on too. Ollie, Jack's on a controller. Oh, he's just a little way back at the moment. It's all pretty spaced out behind. Poor old Jonesy's way at the back after his pit. I'm afraid I've left my teammate alone tonight because I've just been trying to work on the car. Oh, look at this. Stexo's going to get the inside lines from there. Can Jack Kobe get the swapperoo in? Oh, look at the power. I want to know what gears. So first gear for Jack Kobe, all the way through until the exit, and way after the exit actually. And Stexo's going to come down here. He's defending first gear. There you go. So both of those guys using first gear through there, holding it right the way through the corner. a good car, this Mitsubishi around here. Nice little apex on there. Little jack getting a little bit loose. Now just jack you up to sit. And that surprised me because Jack got a little bit of funny line through there. Stexo, I thought, had the better line, but Jack Kobe's coming out a bit quicker. Stexo's right there, still there, side by side. Jack giving Stexo some room. Oh, Stexo, I think, was a bit of a bump on Kobe there. Just as we went through hard racing. Very, very hard racing. Look up the inside, not quite able to make that one. Right on the brakes, down to second. Third, so down to second for this one, staying third, I think. Does he use second for this one? Yeah, of course he's going to. Oh, what a good acceleration out there. Oh, I thought he was going to go for it, he didn't. Stexo is soaking up a lot of pressure, an awful lot of pressure. Stexo's got the inside line here. That Kobe's got to go around the outside, going around the outside, always hardest. Stexo with a nice line. Ooh, excuse me. He's defending hard, taking the middle of the track there. Yeah, and they're both coming out there in first gear. Did look like a good battle, but these two are really, really going for it. I think you drove really well today, Ollie. I'm not sure how far back Ollie is. He's there, not quite close enough, but he is there. About 2 or 3 seconds behind, I would guess. Stexo's just got away a little bit. Oh, always that penalty there. He had the foresight just to straighten the steering wheel, I think, a little bit there to make sure he stayed on track. I would have got penalty there because I just kept going with the line I was on. Wouldn't have had the reaction time to bail out that one. Yeah, you've done well, my friend. Very well. Podiums all night long. That is something to be proud of. Very proud of. So we're on lap 4 of 6 at the moment. Ollie's still pushing on. You can still see the battle up front, but not really close enough to see the battle for real, unfortunately. Ollie has been flying tonight. I'm a bit further back, I can't even see anything. Even Ollie's down the road now. We've got Jonesy, Grenster and Rita behind. Or could Jack go for a move here? Hard driving. Stexo going for a real defensive line there. Give Jack any room. Oh, Jack's going to get in this time. He's going to get in. He's got to get in this time, surely. Still showing Stexo ahead. Stexo's got the inside line here. Stexo just seems to be putting his car in just the right place all the time. Just when it matters, he always seems to have that inside line, that ability just to get through the corner quicker. the ability to defend into the corners, no matter what Jack does. Always got a good run. Now the cable straight here, he's got the slipstream. Surely this time it must be done. Surely, surely, surely. But again, Stexo goes to the inside. Jack's gone, go a bit deep there. Stexo just comes through. I'm sure Jack could close the door on Stexo. He'd be aggressive. And the outside. He's going to get the inside for this one. Oh, Stexo. Oh, so close. Where's the bus stop? The last corners. Okay. That was on the last lap, wasn't it? Yeah. Let's have a little nose at this. Oh, Jack just getting up the inside, but not quite enough. I will do, Grenster. We'll have a look at the mode. One of my failings with the Gr.3s is being so worried about braking too late and overshooting corners. I'm going in too deep, so I'm either going too deep or I'm braking too early. Right, and Jack getting this time. Times are all over the place. 218, 220, 219, 220. When I say all over the place, I don't mean that disrespectfully. It's just normally they're like within a few tenths of each other. Yeah, I've seen a few people go to the Mazda, not the Mazda, the Mitsubishi lately. Jack, it does seem to be quite a good car on a track like this. Boy, oh boy, you were all over the back of him. Murphy's soaking all this pressure up, I do not know. So that should be a penalty. It was all four wheels off the tire, off the racetrack there. He's going defensive. Gonna give Jack the opportunity to come through. How on earth you two haven't taken each other off? I do not know. Oh, I think Jack got run out wide a little bit there. I think that is the nature of this one. These guys are both pushing so very, very, very hard. Bexo with a double hazard flash there just to say great race, thank you for the race. That's nice and respectable, I love to see that. So nice. I think that just is a thanks for the race and a little bit elbows out at times. But wow, brilliant racing. But Jack couldn't quite get him on the line. So this is the last lap with Grenster and I think he was defending really, really hard, really hard. So Grenster gets a better run than me out of there. I got an okay run down to Eau Rouge. not taking quite as much curb. I thought I was going to get a penalty there, or maybe I did get a penalty there. Not quite sure. It was very close if I did get away with it. You can see down the Camel straight, catching. I went deep there, way too deep. And then I got a little bit of a slide. Ooh. Chopped Grenster's nose off there a little bit. That was a bit aggressive on my part. Grenster had to back out of that. Otherwise we were going to be a wreck on a wreck. Again, I've gone deep. Grenster's lines are beautiful. Just a bit deep. I know what it is. I'm just leaving my braking as late as I can, just to try and keep Grenster behind. I knew that position 3 had gone. So can I get a P4 here? Knowing full well that the faster driver is the chasing driver. That was a good corner for me. I was really pleased with that one. It sort of enabled me just to pull away ever so slightly. But as Grenster said, he just reeled me in. And then I was super cautious through here. I didn't even know where to brake. It was so deep I am. See, that is the difference. Really close on the line. That's the difference. If you look at me, I've gone deep. I've missed the apex for a start. Grenster picks it up beautifully. Even getting across onto the green stuff. The green stuff then can straighten you up, so you can then get across for the next one. I'm then going to go wide there, but you can see in first gear, I'm in first as well. Just gets a great launch. Not quite enough for the line, but yeah, all about car positioning, and I just went too deep. I've done a lot of Gr.4 work, and I'm still trying to drive the Gr.3 like a Gr.4, and that is costing me. That is costing me quite a bit. But I was quite pleased with my lap times there. I'm not going to lie. I had a 22.0 and a 22.6, a 21.9 and a 21.2 and a 21.2. So although I only got 4th position, I was really happy with the consistency there. I did actually notice those times. I mean, up front, you got 19s and 20s. So, you know, I'm off the pace. No 19s or 20s for me there. A couple of seconds away. But, yeah, I mean, 5th and 6th. Look at that. A 2:21.276 and a 2:21.217. And the one before that, a 2:21.935. So really pleased with that. Grenster's also saying endurance versus sprint. For those of you that don't realize what he's saying there, is the endurance is a more stable car, but it doesn't rotate as quickly, and it's not quite so nimble at accelerating off of corners. The sprint is a lot more nimble. It's a lot quicker off the corners, but with that comes instability. So when I was running the sprint model, I was consistently putting it into the wall on the exit of corners. I couldn't control the power going down and the very loose end. I don't know what Grenster's like. Let's just have a little look. Let's go back to some of the twisty bits just through here. We'll just see what the back end is like. If you look at the car that I'm in, it's actually fairly planted, but very often on some of the smaller, twistier circuits, you'll find that that back end is really moving around quite a lot. Grenster's actually very, very, very smooth with this. It's almost like it's running on rails. When I was watching some of the other guys in the sprint model, the back end was all over the place, sliding around everywhere. Basically on the exit, the corners, because you don't have that stability that you do in the endurance model. That's one of the reasons why I sort of said to Rita, could we go endurance model, is because I just prefer a more stable car that I can trust, rather than one that is a little bit slippery, shall we say. There we go, you see, there's a little bit of just under acceleration, the back end just wanting to skip a little bit, slide a little bit, fully under control. Grenster's got the measure of the car, but it is the difference between the endurance and the sprint. Oh, look how slippery it is across there, and on the exit there you can, wow, I mean, you just look at the back end going through here. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Under acceleration. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. I don't know what the steering inputs are like on this. If I can find the steering. It all looks fairly stable in the car. So anyway, well done to Dexo, Jacoby and Ollie for 1, 2 and 3 on that one. But I am going to call it a night now. I am completely cream crackered. Thank you ever so much for racing everybody with us this evening. Thoroughly enjoyed it as always. Thank you to whoever subscribed. We've had 2 subscribers this evening. Thank you so much to bring us up to 4,205. I really appreciate that. We're going to be back tomorrow at 9 o'clock again, with 3 or 4 races at Asia tomorrow. So may well end up with Tokyo, but it will be a serious race rather than a smashy bashy. So I'll probably choose the 3 that Hulky's chosen. Don't know what they are. Bathurst hopefully will be one. Actually, I can tell you. I think I've got them on my phone. I think I've got them fairly cars and tracks. So Bathurst, Fuji, Suzuka tomorrow. 3 big old tracks, and then the finale will be at the Nürburgring 24 hours. But what we'll probably do is Bathurst, Fuji, Suzuka and Tokyo tomorrow. That's what I think we'll do. So join me then, 9 o'clock tomorrow. Whether we'll be public or friends only, I'm not quite sure. We will have to see. But thank you ever so much for watching, for supporting the channel, for participating in the chat, for racing with me, just for being absolutely brilliant people. Thank you so much, and I will see you all, I hope, tomorrow. For now, take care. Bye-bye.